Hello everyone. Today we'll be learning about the concept of clonable objects in C#. Okay, it has an interface in C#. It has an interface called as iClonable, which will help you out in preparing a clone of one object to another type. Okay, so when you are said to be cloning means what? Same type of element it will be prepared, that is said to be called as cloning. Okay, so cloning, okay, A is there, same type A is being created, that is called as iClonable. One object, it will be resembling the other object, that is called as shallow copy. Remember, a shallow copy of that particular object is being prepared in the memory, that is called as a iClonable concept. It is not necessary, but when it is said to be important for programmatic concept, then only this iClonable concept is being used. So remember, it's a iClonable, it creates an object which has a property of the existing property, it will be repeated at the same time, and it will be using the method called as member wise clone. That method it will be using to clone the objects which are being used in the program, which creates a shallow object. Mainly, it is not directly, it is said to be calling that particular object, it is said to be creating an instance of that particular object, and it is said to be calling that particular method or object. Okay, and it is said to be referring one variable from the another variable, and mainly it is a process of calling a object of a method or a class. Okay, one object is being called through that particular reference, it is being called, that is called as iClonable concept. It has a syntax of its own, you can check out here. Public interface iClonable is there, within that you have a method called object clone. Okay, this interface, it has an object, that object's clone it will be fetching and it will be displayed on the screen. That is said to be a clonable concept. Okay, so this clonable concept, it has its own syntax, as I said. It will be directly inculcated within the program. You need not mention, but it will be directly present in the program. In the beginning you have to specify, okay, you have a class called point is to iClonable, that it is their class, in that you are said to be inheriting the properties of iClonable. So in the program you have two variables x and y which is being considered, and you have a method with default parameters. No values are being passed, it is said to be a default parameter. Okay, and another method called as point, which has two variables x and y, and it is said to be using the concept of this. It is nothing but the current elements are being considered within the whole programmatic concept, and it is said to be having a method called object clone. That object clone, it is said to be returning a new point whenever, each and every time when I am said to be fetching, I am doing something changes within the program, those it will be fetched new point, it will be fetching that particular class. It has the elements of the current element x and y, it will be fetching it, it will be displayed. And to string method, it will be just overriding the method and it will be printing the values of x and y, it will be printing. Okay, so let's check in the main method what is said to be happening. In the main method, you have two objects being created for the class point, P3 and P4. First one, it is said to be just passing the values of x and y, 100 and 100. Second object, what it is happening is, it is said to be creating a clone. Okay, clone, that is point P3 dot clone, that it will be happening. So whatever it is there in P3, it will be cloned here and it will be printed. Okay, whatever it is there in P3, that is 100 of x and y values, it will be fetched here and it will be printed. So here, if I don't use this one, if I don't use P4 dot x is equal to 0, so same elements it will be printed at P3 and P4, 100, 100, 100, 100. So what changes are being implemented in the program is, a value called 0 is being passed for the object P4 for the x, not y. It is only changing the value of x, not y. So whatever value of x, it will be changed to 0 and y remains the c. Click load. Okay, in the console write line, you are set to be printing P3 and P4. You can check out in the output, you have x and y values are set to be printed as 100, 100. Since a value of x is being changed in the object P4, that is 0, it will be taking that 0 and remaining y value, it will be remaining the same. So since it is a clone concept, the same value is being fetched here and it will be printed, but only the x value is being changed, so it will be taking it as 0. Since you are using the this means what? Current element. It will be considering and it will be print. Okay, this is the concept of cloning. Same elements referring in the memory, it will be referred to the same elements in the memory and those elements are being fetched here in the main program. Okay, so that happens and it will be printed. This is called as the iClonable interface in C#. Cloning, as you all know, same elements, same copy is being prepared of another. That is called as the clonable concept, which has a separate interface in the C# called iClonable interface, where an object is being created and a method is being called in that particular section. Okay, thank you.